take another L.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Did they split? Did they drill? Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Carrier.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Oh, they'll let Andrews try to run.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We're always up for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded inside the 5.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11.
And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here's the Charger offense making their way out.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
A 57.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Herbert's pass.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Herbert throwing again.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down.
Again, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Herbert's pass.
Jalen Rager was the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Taken in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 20.
So Miami coming out for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
And now it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers 34. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. So he rips off a great run, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
Justin Herbert sacked. A fumble on the play.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
That's the end of the
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins, nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
The ball carried by.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Number 15.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Jennings in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And they're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Chargers.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The ball carrier,
Julian Blackmon bringing him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They snap it to Herbert. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll make it third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
43-yard line.
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. And this The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
22 yards.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again. Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the score. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. The gun, Herbert. This ball complete to Rager. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Herbert on first down now. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, the second down throw on target. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Gain on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Reagor, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The Chargers ready to take over.
They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Of 19 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there. First down.
First and 10 at the 48.
2 and a throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tua wants to throw it on second down. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Dolphins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Number 11.
A big play there. 76 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This one caught by Ridley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 42 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Tua sets up to pass it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mark Andrews. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Herbert. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They're going to pass here with Herbert.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
So Tua and the Dolphins down by 2 touchdowns. Less than 90 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. First down. Now Tua. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 48. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A chance for us to look at this Chargers defense again. There's not much left of this ball game. Just keep everything in front of you here, walk away a winner.
And that's really a pretty good feeling.
It's got to be a great feeling.
You know, to know that all you have to do is wind down the clock. As you said, keep them in front.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Tua going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he can't escape, and down he goes. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record.